Is there anything Morten can do to stay in this one?
Yeah, I mean, it feels almost impossible. Sandbox can just kind of reset here with the Electro Giant in the pocket, get some pressure in. Log's going to come down just in time. No, it does not.
What?
It's going to be very difficult for him to stop these loon pushes. He just needs to continue to cycle. Now that we're in triple elixir, we're going to be able to see him cycle a lot of P.E.K.K.A.s at the bridge, and this is where it gets really intense for Morten.
Yeah, I have no idea how Morten's actually going to get back on offense. It seems like he's just kind of on his back foot defending over and over again. You saw him change up his defense a little bit, trying to get that fireball in early, push the balloon off to the left-hand side, and then get the Skeleton Dragons to come in on top of the balloon. But I think this is too much here. That balloon is going through. The freeze is in. That's tower down.
He's just going to be able to just use E-Barbs on defense and then MK on top on the other lane. So it's such a weird position for him to be in.
Yeah, the counter push potential for Ta is just kind of through the roof, and we see Morten finally breaking through, doing what Morten does. Somehow he gets that bandit plus E-Barb connection on the right-hand side, brings that tower well below 1,000 HP, and meanwhile we're spending all this time talking about how could it possibly be done. Morten is showing us exactly how to do it.
Yeah, and right there, that's going to be a panic push right there. Not getting the value he's looking for the Royal Hogs. And this is going to be extremely difficult. He has everything going down the left lane. Heal Spirit coming down as well. Really well played from Morten right there.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see this deck choice from Morten. It seems like this really was a deck that was much more popular in the previous meta, but still very happy to run it here. Apparently, Cannon Cart is tanking for those skeletons. Snowball comes in to give Morten a decent amount of damage, but now down a good amount of elixir. And now we see this Goblin Giant coming across the bridge.
Yeah, that 0 health. No!
Wow.
I was going to say that 0 health Cannon Cart saved him because the minions are going to walk in front.
Ta seems to have dethroned our #1 seed in the 8th spot. An unknown comes into CRL finals and takes down the German god that is Morten.
Yeah, unbelievable gameplay. Just a great matchup and doing exactly what he needs to. Morten got way too aggressive.
Big push on the right-hand side. You can see that Morten's really more concerned about the left-hand tower. 1076 remains on that, but he's trying to defend on the right and continue keeping these troops back behind the bridge. Now he goes Hog Rider to the left-hand side. Heavy push here. No NATO in cycle because it's a sellout offensive push on the bottom right.
Bob does get the NATO in, but the Graveyard not going to do enough. GG, well played. So super bait deck with Mother Witch as well, just selling out the defensive on the left-hand side here and not even worrying about, oh, this is nice. The kite does, oh, the kite almost pulled the Skeleton Dragons. You saw what Morten was going for there. Doesn't pay off, and that's going to be probably tower down on the left. But yeah, this Mega Knight going the opposite direction, and check out that. Inferno Dragon comes on out. Final minute, double elixir, and this is Morten fighting for his life, and it is a Royal Giant, so Little Chen variant. And look at that, the nice high Skeleton Dragons to prevent the RG support from the zap. And we are in a good spot here for Morten, but here comes the balloon. Can he beat this out? Royal Giant down, Miner gets in, RG gets his first shot, second shot, and there you go. Morten takes the win here, and you see a huge sigh of relief as the... So here we go, final 15 seconds of regulation time, and the Flying Machine stays on the board and does not get turned into a pig. Absolute disaster here, and it connects on tower with a piggy tanking for it. That's going to be tower down Morten. Final minute approaching triple elixir on its way, and you see some white flags being woven in the peanut gallery there. As the time ticking away here for Rad, and his life in this monthly qualifier is over. Morten does...
It's crazy to see how Morten at the end of the match can be so powerful and so calculated and everything. And everything I said that Shorten was doing right, he did wrong on that last push. And it might be that desperation that Morten causes. He put the Flying Machine, he put the Hoggies all together, and he gave up so much delivery.
And now Sparky working its way across the bridge. We know the Skeletons are back in cycle. Probably going to go for a surround there. No zap loaded by Schwartzen because he just played that card. And honestly, it would be a little bit risky to bust that out this early in the game.
Yeah, I don't think you want to take the risk. And the Dark Prince moving back just enough for that Dark Goblin to get a lot of damage.
Log coming in low here to make sure no damage comes in. 531 remaining. Goblin Barrel in on the tower. Damage is going to come in, and you know that Rocket is in cycle. Tower goes down. Morten doesn't even need to spend it. And playing. I absolutely love what we're seeing out of the Tribe representative in this matchup so far.
Fireballs both directions, I believe. There should be one coming in from Morten here in a moment, and there you go, does throw it the opposite way. 3:15 remaining. E-bar pressure right now from Sandbox right at the bridge. Morten responds with a pair of Elite Barbarians in kind, but that zap, a great reset there by Sandbox, and that's going to be a GG, well played. And here we go, decent little counter push here. I believe the balloon's going to get in front of the giant skeleton though, which actually might work out a little bit in Morten's favor. And there you go, NATO pulls all that in, balloon does connect. Huge, huge connection here for the German as he takes the lead. And Morten here does set up on the inside on defense, but Sandbox able to take advantage and get a very nice lead here, 775. With this Mega Knight Graveyard deck, Miner goes into the front, arrows in response here, high on the balloon and that Baby Dragon. NATO pulls all that together for the Baby Dragon.
NATO.
Does the balloon hit? And it does.
What a great NATO, just creating enough time, not getting those units off of the board.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's just going to have to just try to get some spell cycle to extend the game a little bit longer. Sets up on defense, but again, the only really great defensive call he has here against that Electro Giant is that Mini P.E.K.K.A that's not going to stay on the board very long. Back to another Mini P.E.K.K.A here, 15 seconds left. This right-hand tower of Sandbox is going to fall. The question is there anything Morten can do to stay in this one?
Yeah, I mean, it feels almost impossible. Sandbox can just kind of reset here with the Electro Giant in the pocket, get some pressure in. Log's going to come down just in time. No, it does not.
What?
A second late. Either way, I felt like that game was gone. And Morten, second place in March, going to be third place here in April.